Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
His first carry. Smith with a first down and more. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Eason sets to throw it.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 18.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Chargers 0.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
That's good.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game. What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He's airing it out for Williams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Hand off to Smith. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st and 10.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
a really good pickup of 28 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. From the gun is Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Chargers nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dante Fowler. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action with Eason. A slant to Jones.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And it's 2nd down. To throw again. Eason. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Eason.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield, and he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
45-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into no coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Third and 4.
Here's Eason to throw. It's caught. Jones, the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21. Chargers nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Eckler. Get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
39 yards there, a big one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
His kick is good.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. There he goes, left side. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Hauschka with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
2nd down, here's Eason.
The receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again. Eason. And he'll find Hall. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Play action. It's Eason.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tom Gurley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
And he was stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Chargers take over first and 10. At their own.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, first and 10.
At their own 21.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And Herbert, his third interception.
Picked up by Devontae Kazee. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake.
Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Running left, it's Smith. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
At the 12-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he crosses up the football near his own goal line. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. The first throw here for the backup, Taylor. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Smith here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Tackle made.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tom Gurley with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Falcons 49, Chargers 14. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Once more, here's Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
16 yards, a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brady Jarrett
on a 2nd and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. This is incomplete. The 4th down play does it for the Chargers. The Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Turnover on down.
Here's Smith as they'll try and run some clock. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
7.
They'll run it again with Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Eason. Caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And he's got it. to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this carries into the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. They find some open field here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a black. Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.